Hi there, welcome to today's video where, in a change from making little Halloween badges like this guy here, I'm going to be making a model of Dracula. I've never made Dracula before. I've made Nosferatu a few times now, so yeah, this should be pretty interesting. He's baking as we speak, so your guess is as good as mine as to how he's going to turn out, so yeah, fingers crossed for that. But yeah, let me go and show you how I made him. Okay, so unusually for this project, I'm starting off with the base. And I'm not sure why, because I pretty much always start off with the head, so I just felt like starting from the bottom up this time round. I just remembered that I've told a bit of a porky in saying that I've never made a model of Dracula, as I've since remembered that I did actually make a model based on the 90s interpretation by Francis Ford Coppola. So I made a version based on Gary Oldman's take on Dracula in his red cape, which was quite nice to do. But I'm going a lot more traditional for this one. I'm loosely basing it on Bela Lugosi's version of Dracula. Just loosely, you know, I don't want it to be a direct interpretation, although my work rarely is, because I think my own kind of style kind of takes over any sort of direct interpretations. It's all sort of very cartoon-like, really. So I've finally moved on to the heads. I'll just attach some ears there. Dracula always makes me think of Whitby in North Yorkshire, because obviously there's a real strong connection there. They say that Bram Stoker found some inspiration from Whitby, and Whitby Abbey in particular, I think, the old abbey. It's really beautiful there, and is a popular haunting place, if you will, of the goth community still. So if you've not been there, I'd suggest you take a trip if you're in the UK. It's a really gorgeous place, and it's really atmospheric, as you can imagine, particularly at nights. It's definitely one of my favourite places in the UK. As with all of my videos, I need to apologise for any background noise that you hear today. My studio overlooks quite a busy road, so it invariably picks up all sorts of traffic noise. And it's a bit of a cut through for tractors and stuff, so you'll no doubt hear some rumbles here and there. I do try and cut out as much noise as I can in editing, but you know, it's never an easy process and you can always hear bits and bobs. So yeah, apologies about that. So anyway, back to the model. I find it looks a lot more like Dracula now. He's got his star-shaped pendant on him. I have to say that traffic is particularly bad today, so I'm going to keep my narration pretty much to a minimum on this video, so sorry about that. I'll maybe try a different time of day next time. So moving on to his arms. I've just realised that the lapel that I put on previously is kind of getting in the way, so just need to take that off and pop his arms on like so. And I just need to make another lapel now. So I wasn't able to film this particular bit, it was a bit awkward, but I've made a cape that's both black and red. It's going to be red on the inside. So it was just really a case of layering one colour over another and rolling out with a acrylic roller. But the trouble is I've realised that it's a bit too clunky here to attach to the model, which isn't good because it will break off, no doubt, during baking. So I'm just going to flatten it out further just with my acrylic roller and reshape that again. It's always a little tricky trying to get outfits of the right kind of proportion really, so it makes me feel like a tailor in many ways, making bespoke outfits for my models. So I'm just creating like a little wave on his cape here just to add a little bit of dynamism, I guess. And there, his gothic collar is really going to make him look a lot more like Dracula. I'll just add a little bit of detail on here as well, which also helps to keep it nice and secure. And I'm pretty pleased with that. I've not made a cape like this before, so it's kind of a learning process for me as well. And I'll just finish him off with creating some hair. So he's now ready to bake. So here he is in all of his gothic horror. I'm pretty pleased with him, and I'll possibly make an illustration or a poster with him at some point as well, I think. Thanks very much for watching. I'll be back really soon, although I suspect I'll be making just the one video for YouTube next week, really, as it's about time that I made a Skillshare tutorial. So yeah, I'll be working on both next week. So all being well, I'll see you next Friday. Take care, bye bye.